First of all, ma'am, thank you so much for inviting me and give me privilege where I share my, point of view and discuss about this matter. So let me discuss about my introduction first. So my name is Kavita Pawan and I am speaking to you from IIT Delhi and I'm a blessed with two beautiful daughters. And by profession, I'm a private teacher. I take classes through online and offline both the ways. And I have more than 13 years of teaching experience where I help my student in learning English and in mathematics as well. So that's all about me.
Oh, that's wonderful to know. Okay, so let me introduce myself also for the viewers who are new to my channel. So my name is Pooja, and I'm currently working at Ocean English Academy as a spoken English trainer. Talking about my academic background, I hold a bachelor's degree in English literature, and I'm TEFL and IELTS certified trainer, and also have a YouTube channel by the name It's Easy, where I post conversational videos. And I'm a homemaker too, and I live in Delhi. Yes. A bit about me. So I think we should now come to the topic directly. So, as we know, the topic is online versus offline learning. So, Kavita ma'am, I would like to know from you, which one do you prefer? I think, have you
Okay.
experienced both online
Yes.
and offline? And in your experience, tell me which is your favorite.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, as I told you, I'm a teacher. So, throughout my journey, I have seen like both of experience. I have taken both of experience, like online classes versus offline class. But as we know that every coin has two sides. So, in this way, we can say that like it has also its pros and cons. Okay. So if I talk
Definitely.
about pros of yes, ma'am. So if I talk about pros of this online classes, so yeah, definitely it has many great points and positive points as well. Like the very first point that is we can't deny flexibility. Yes, as we are experiencing, ma'am, like we are taking classes through while sitting at our home, and there is no restrictions. We can give and take classes like at like morning time, afternoon time, and evening time as well. Okay, so flexibility is a very high point, and definitely we save our time. We can save our money as well. And yes, and if I talk about ma'am, yeah, I want to share something about this way. We have seen, ma'am, actually, we have seen in during COVID time, it was very difficult for us to go out, even not for student, for us, like taking classes and some like kind of work. It was very difficult for all of us. But now, thank God, we are so blessed in this way. Like technology is so high, and we are taking advantage of these. You know, so all these things, we can say that like online classes are far better than offline classes. Actually,
Okay. You have just summarized your points in a single answer.
yes,
Okay, we will discuss each
ma'am.
one in detail, the advantages, the disadvantages, and finally we will conclude. Okay, so I do believe that people, can see themselves. There are a lot of benefit of online learning, especially it has really made it very convenient to sit at home and take our classes, right? And after COVID, yes, it has
Right.
become a very popular trend to have online sessions. And, online learning has really boomed, especially after the COVID pandemic. And as we know, even in the remote areas, people don't have access to good quality education because maybe they don't have schools nearby, or sometimes the schools are very costly also. Private schools are very, very costly and
Yes,
expensive
yes,
these days. So, in that case, if we see that online learning plays a very important role, very crucial role, right? And
yes,
also, I feel that,
yes. True, true, Bilkul.
especially for teachers, it's very convenient. We can just sit at home and teach our students. We also have like
Yes,
work from home opportunity. So, there's no need to travel
yes,
outside because in extreme weather or in monsoon, it gets very difficult to step outside, right? So it definitely
yes,
saves our cost and travel time as well. So in that way, we can say that online learning is very convenient for the student. It saves the cost also. So it is definitely cost friendly also. So still many people, they don't want to study at home. The kids, young kids, they easily get distracted.
yes,
They like the school environment more.
yes,
So in that, like case, what do you have to say? You feel like there's difference?
Yes, ma'am. There is a lot of differences. Actually, it depends on situation. Actually, like as we discussed already, positive points of online classes. And if there is an extreme heat outside, nowadays we are facing lots of raining. So in that case, we prefer offline classes, but we can't deny, online classes benefits as well, because like we have experienced as well in our time, like online classes are much better than offline classes. Even that time offline classes were not in that popular. There
Mhm.
was not such actually need of this one. But online classes, like offline classes, the very important point that just comes in my mind, like each and every child gets lots of uh, importance, like through ma'am. Like ma'am are
Right.
able to give like their 100% to each
Proper
and every child.
attention to each
She
and
knows
every
this
step.
by looking. Yes, she knows that by looking that yes, he is lagging behind in this subject. He is, like having problem in math and English and all that. So this is something very important if we interact with teachers, face to face. And one
Right,
another
right.
reason, ma'am, like we just get social connect with our, friends as well, and involve activities like games, badminton, football. There are many activities are just, held in schools. So these are, very important point which we can't
Yes.
neglect.
Exactly, I totally agree with you. In
Yes,
schools, we do enjoy going to school because not just for learning, for education, but we love spending time
yes,
with our friends.
true.
We love talking to
Yes,
them,
yes.
playing with them.
We have lots of memories actually. We have still lots of
We have
memories in
many,
our school
so
time.
many memories of,
Yes,
yes, for our childhood days. Yes, I totally agree with that.
yes,
So students somehow missing those things, after COVID, whoever is studying from
yeah,
home or, you know, whoever is engaged in online learning, they kind of miss on these things. That is a totally
yes,
different
yes.
experience. They get different exposure when they interact with their peers or their classmates. We share each other's experience and stories, what happened at home. So that kind of human to human connection is somehow lacking in
That's a
online
different thing.
learning.
That's a
Another thing
different thing.
that
Yeah,
you
there is
spoke
no
about
match
is
of these
the
sections.
exactly. Another major thing that you talked about is the teacher giving proper attention to the students, especially the backbenchers. They are totally neglected
Yes,
in online learning, in online classes because teacher is so difficult for them to manage a class. Someone is turning the camera off and doing
yes.
something. So how will they focus on each and everyone? But in class, teacher knows who is doing what, right? So
No,
they can
no, no,
easily
it's not possible.
point
Yes,
that
yes,
out
it's
and
not
scold
possible.
them. Yes,
Hmm.
but that is not
Right, right,
possible
right.
in online learning. Also, I think for students it is sometimes very distracting. Somebody is playing, their little sibling is playing somewhere, mother is shouting. Family members are at home, so definitely there is
Yes,
kind of distracting environment. And for the young students, I think the better method is offline learning. They need the proper environment to study, and for their growth and development, it is important to have
yes.
the exposure they get in the school. So
And
for
but
young
generally,
students, we can say
but generally, ma'am, like students, what they are doing right now, like they are taking offline classes. Like I am a mother of two childs. I have seen very closely that my one daughter, she's so sincere, but other one is like she has to push like for like study and all that little bit. So like she always skip classes in between. Okay, like ma'am is giving lectures and all that. She just mute sometime for a while. So it depends, like how teachers can, just pay attention to each and every child at a single time. So it is very difficult for like a student and for a ma'am, both of them. So
yes, yes,
that's the
right,
thing.
right.
That is the very
Yes, I
important point.
agree.
Yes.
Some serious students, sincere students, they can manage.
Yeah.
They don't need any
Yes, they
push.
manage.
They will sit quietly and take the class.
Take the
But
class.
some
Yes.
are very naughty. So for them, they can
Hmm,
easily
right.
busy with their mobile phones and teacher will
Started
think like,
games and all that in between. Yes. Started
yes.
games even and scrolling phone. Yes.
So you know that at home for a student, it is totally, not suitable because they have mobile
Hmm.
phones, they have TV, they have people around them. So how can they focus? We even as teachers sometimes face a challenge to take a class when there's some,
Yes.
background noise somebody's talking.
Yes.
So it can be distracting for teachers as well, not just for the students, right? So those
Yes,
kind of
true.
things can be avoided. Right, right. So I'm glad that we have spoke about those points also. Apart from that, if we talk about the cost, you know, we all know that private schools these days are, the fees is in lakhs, even for the young kids. So not everybody can afford that. People from the villages, they have big
Yes,
goals. They want to become doctors, engineers. So for them, the only option they have is to take online classes. There are so many edtech platforms these days, Physics Wala, Unacademy. They provide really very affordable courses, and the best quality teachers are available there. So that thing can never, this kind of evolution in education has come only through this edtech platform, that even a person from a village can, can think of, imagine to becoming, doctor, engineer, or maybe a civil service, right? So they can have big goals in
true,
life
true,
because they
true.
know that,
Yes.
yes, they are getting such an opportunity to learn and,
And even
achieve
they
their
just,
goals.
they approach worldwide teachers. They approach worldwide. It's not that
Yes.
they only take classes from Indian. They take classes from foreign. If a child, wants to learn some another language and German language, France, so they have access to take any kind of classes because it's, connected worldwidely. So this is a, very good advantage like we are taking nowadays in these words, in these scenarios. So this
Yes,
modern
ma'am.
area, we are so blessed in this way. Like no matter that how the background we are, like we have, like if it is we are poor and like a rich, so it's very affordable as well. Yes,
Yes, ma'am, that is totally true. Because earlier it was not possible. Whoever wants to become doctor, engineer, they have to spend lakhs of money in the coaching institute because
that's
you know how much they
yes,
charge.
yes,
But their business is now getting,
true,
less. We can say only because of this upcoming tech platforms. So I think it is really a very good initiative, and I'm glad that so many people can achieve their goals only through this coaching institute. And I think they
right,
don't need to travel because sometimes coaching institute are very far also from your house. So they have to
yes,
spend like 1 hour in traveling. So because I have seen a lot of students around me who spend like 6 hours in the coaching. So their life has like
yes,
no time for friends, no time for any hobbies or interests. The whole day is just wasted in coaching. So for them, I
yes,
think it is
true,
not
true,
just saving time but also saving
mm,
cost. And
yes.
people are just saving a
But
lot
as
of
we
money.
already discussed, ma'am, every part has, pros and cons. So here it comes, one point just, arises in my mind, that is like if we just go offline. So there is, some kind of, you can say that discipline we can achieve. Discipline. Like if we go to school,
Yes.
like, so we know that we have to go to school. So we wake up on time and just, dress up well and then go and make friends. So these things are also very important because it makes us, disciplined and responsible person
Mhm.
as well. So yes. And so both the things
Totally.
at, their own place are,
Both
good
have
and
their
bad.
pros and cons. Yes, both have the
Pros
pros and
and
cons. We can't neglect the advantages
neglect.
offline
Yes.
learning
Yes.
brings. Of course, there is discipline, and we are always excited also to go to the school. And
Yes, yes.
teachers check our
And the
uniform, our
teaching, we can't,
nails, our hairstyle.
neglect teaching. Yes, 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 yes.
Everything is checked when we go
Recently,
to
we are
school.
so curious to know that, what my friend brings today and like share the
For
lunch and
lunch, we
they
share
feel
our
that,
lunch.
yes,
Yes. Also, so many
yes,
extracurricular activities are hosted in the school. So students become,
yes,
very smart and intelligent. They participate in debates, public speaking, drama, music, dance, everything. So their overall personality develops, which is not the case in online learning, right?
yes. And we develop confidence. The
To
confidence
develop
we
our,
just,
yes.
yes, yes,
Because
true,
I
true,
can
true.
see that like the kind of education I got in the school, if would have done it through online mode, I would have never become this like confident to speak.
Right,
The
true,
exposure I
true.
got in school, it wouldn't be possible to grow myself and to become so confident if I was taking online classes. No, that's not possible because it's not the education we need, but it's
Right.
our overall skills and personality development, because we learn leadership skills, we learn public speaking skills and everything when we go to school. So it's definitely something, we can say that both has the pros and cons, you know. It totally up to you, like what situation you are in, you know, what's your background, whether you can
Yes,
afford offline education or not, or whether you are in remote areas. So it totally depends on one's circumstances and one's
depends.
interest, whether what they find is more convenient
Interest.
for them, online or off. Okay, do you have
Yes,
any more
yes,
points
right.
to share?
No, ma'am, I think we have covered every point, each and every point, discipline, responsible person, and everything. Flexibility, time, everything is covered. Yes.
But if I have to just ask you, what would you choose, considering, imagine you're a student. Okay, so what would you
I was
choose,
thinking that
online
you,
or
you
offline?
definitely should ask me this question. I was thinking. Yes.
Just
So
clicked
for
my
me,
mind.
ma'am, yes, if I need to choose one thing, so as per my scenario right now, as I'm watching right now, like the weather is extreme hot sometimes, and then rainy season suddenly. So nowadays, these are major important parts which we can't neglect it. So for me now, I would prefer to take online classes. Yes,
Okay,
because I don't need to go out, and I am like just sitting in my home. Right now, I'm sitting in my home and connecting with you too. So it's just because of it's my comfort, and it's my like I can use my time in another way after this class.
of course, of course.
So my travel timings, just save by this way. So I would go with the offline classes. But there are few,
I would,
hurdles are there, network issues and
yes.
all that. So which we have to, manage and cope up with all these things because it's not up to our hand. But overall, I would go to offline classes
Offline or online?
or on online classes. Online
Yes.
classes. Yes. What about you, ma'am? Which would you like to
I'm
prefer?
also like you. I prefer saving time and, sitting at the comfort of your house. I can take classes. That is really very convenient for me, because I know the experience will not be the same, right? Like compared to when I go to offline classes. But I value time a lot. If I can save in even 15 minutes or
Right.
half an hour, that time I can utilize in better things.
Yes,
So time is so
definitely,
precious for
definitely.
me.
Time is
Also,
so
ma'am,
precious. Yeah, I do believe
yeah.
this. It's so precious, ma'am. We can use our time in other productive way as well. Yes.
Also, I believe that when I have to go outside, we have to get ready and think about, oh, how we are looking, something like that, right? So it definitely, I don't like getting ready again and again for just going out and then coming back again, changing your clothes. I'm get tired very easily. So after coming back, I don't have energy to do anything. But when I work from home, suppose I'm taking any kind of class, I'll not get tired. I'll not. It's not exhausting at all. We
Yes,
can just
yes,
have our energy is maintained. In between, I can
yes,
find something to eat if I'm feeling hungry, right? So for
yes,
me,
yes,
working from
yes,
home,
yes.
it works like
It's
magic.
best. Yes, yes,
So
yes.
yeah, as I
So
said,
much.
it's your own preference whether you choose convenience or whether you like the experience of learning offline. But for me, I think comfort is everything and saving time is very important, right? Okay, so that's a really wonderful discussion with you, and we have expressed ourselves so openly, discussed each and every point in detail. So thank you so much, Kavita ma'am, for
Thank
coming
you,
up
ma'am.
and sharing your
Thank you.
insights. Mhm.
Yes,
It
yes.
was really
Thank you so
wonderful
much, ma'am.
discussion.
It is very wonderful session for me as well, and thank you so much for giving me this privilege to share my thoughts. It's a very fruitful session. I hope everybody likes our, and with agree our point of view.
Yes,
Thank
definitely.
you,
I'm
ma'am.
sure everybody would, enjoy this session. Of course, I would like to come up with more such, we can discuss more such topics in future, and so that our
Definitely.
viewers can also listen it and practice these kind of topics. So I'm really very hopeful that we'll connect sometime in future. So have a nice day. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your time.
Bye bye, ma'am. Bye
Bye.
bye. See you. Bye.